Yo, what's up guys, I'm back. Still a bit of a raspy voice from the tonsillitis, but we can deal with that. Today we're looking into how to get shiny and 6 IV Ultra Beasts a lot easier using RNG Manipulation in Generation 7 Ultra Wormholes. You don't need a Hacks 3DS for this, but you will need some programs on your computer to do this. None of these programs should give you irises, and this method is 100% legit. Some people say that RNG manipulation is hacking, but it isn't, and you're safe when using this method. With that said, let's get on with the video. So the first step we have to do is actually booting up the game, so let's just do that real quick. And once you've booted up the game and you're on this screen, you need to open up the 3DS RNG tool that I linked in the description. And once you open it up, you should get to a probe that looks like this, with the main one behind it and the clocks in front. Now, when you look at these clocks, it looks like the ones that you get when you get past this one screen on game. So what you need to do is, on the 3DS RNG tool, pay close attention to the clocks that you see on the top of your 3DS screen. So I'm just gonna open it up and see what I get. So that to me looked like it was that one. Let's do it again. And that looked like that one. So you're just gonna want to do this around 8 to 10 times until some numbers show up in the results here. And once you do that, go on to the next step of the video, I guess. Just do this step quickly, and I'll see you then. If you get no result here like I did, it's just because you might have not seen a couple correctly. It's no big deal, and you can just press the clear button here, it clears all of those, and you soft reset your game to reset the seed. So once you have your result here, it will automatically paste into the main RNG tool that we have over here. You see it up here. And now for the next step, if you want shinies, you're going to need your TSV. And for that, you can trade with someone with a Hacks 3DS, or if you have a Hacks 3DS with custom firmware, you can find it yourself using PKSM, which I will not link in the description. If you don't have your TSV or someone you can trade with hacks, say that down in the comments and I'll be sure to help you. Now what you're going to want to do next is, if it's your first time doing it, go on this category over here in the stationary RNG, go on UB first encounter and do the Ultra Beast here. If it's not your first time encountering it and you've encountered it before, click on a load of legendary at the top and click on the one down here. I'm doing Pheromosa, and then over here you click safe F only and shiny only if you want to try and get it first. You almost never get it first though, so don't be sad if you don't get it first. You just hit calculate. I have a bunch of ones here. I'm gonna go for these three are all 1 frame apart. That's pretty good. So I'm gonna go for, you right click and do set as target frame. Now if we go back into the timer one, you can see our target frame has been pasted into the time calculator. Then what we want to do from here is click calculate. A little message should pop up saying, it says set Eon Timer for 4978F. So what you want to do now is open up your Eon Timer, which I'll also have in the description. And so you want to do, go on, what you're going to want to do, go on to mode 3 up here. After you press the calculate button on your 3DS RNG tool, you have your first number, the time in seconds, and you might have a third number. You don't always, but if you do, you put that in the calibration up here. I didn't, so I'm going to put that to 0. Your pre-timer, I believe on new 3DSs, the first one you put it as is 2500. But on old 3DSs, I believe it's around 3200. Just put that in, and then you put whatever your first number was after pressing the calculate button. You put that in here, 4978. Then you leave it like this for just a moment. You go back into your 3DS. Yes. And what you want to do is press the start button on your Eon timer and the A button to get into your game at the very exact same time. So I'm just going to do that. 3, 2, 1. And hopefully, if the pre-timer is correct, you should load into the game around the same time as the 6 beeps stop. And if it's a little bit wrong, we can fix that in just a second. So now we just wait until about 5 seconds or so. Then around the 2-second mark, you'll hear some beeps. And on the 6th beep, you have to press the A button. Try to do this as best as you can. I'm not great with timing, so I'll see how I go. I'm just gonna start doing it here. So I clicked on it at the 6th beep. It's not going to be shiny, but what if it is? Yeah, that's not shiny. Don't soft reset just yet though. You have to catch this first. First ball, see Pheromosa's summary. Okay, so next step, you go back into the 3DS main RNG tool. Now what you do, you click using stats. And once you've clicked using stats, you just put in the stats of the one that you call. So HP, I got 167, attack 169, nice, defense 61, special attack, not speed, 188, special defense 68, and speed is 212. This will be different for everyone you catch, so just check yours. Nature, I got a hasty one, it's down here. We uncheck shiny only, uncheck safe F only, and press calculate. So as you see through this RNG, we see the frames I could have hit over here. Now, this was very close. I was aiming for... Oh no, it wasn't very close, that was very far off actually. I was aiming for 4,978 and I hit one of these ones. I don't know exactly what one I hit because I can't check because basically you're the same Pokemon. It's just some hidden numbers that make them different. So I'm going to assume I hit this one over here. Actually, let's go with the middle one. Let's go middle ground. What you need to take note of is I got under by about 700 frames. That's because my pre-timer was a little bit early. I'm going to record in post because I got a couple of things wrong in this section. If your frames were before your target frame, add on the time. If your frame was after your target frame, take it away. So what you do, under Shift/F, you have a little plus number. So you take this plus number, you open up a calculator on your computer, you divide whatever number that is, so 22, divide that by 30. It should give you a number. I said 733, but I think I meant to say 73, so I got it quite wrong. So what I'm going to do, because I hit under, I'm going to take away 73. I'm not going to do that in my head. I'm going to open up the calculator again. Do 2,500, take away. I got 1767, so I'm just going to put in. I'm going to put in on Eon Timer, change the pre-timer. So 1767. It'll be different for you and different for me. It will change varying on what frame you hit compared to what one you were trying to hit. It's different for everyone basically. But sadly I didn't hit it here, so what I'm going to do is go into the main RNG tool, press this button up here to reset all the stats, back to using IVs, click safe F only, shiny only. I'm not going to hit calculate yet, don't do that, because our seed changes every single time. We're going to have to soft reset our game and find our seed over again. So I'll come back once I've done that. So I think I've got my seed here again. So it's going to open up the main RNG tool. I'm just going to click calculate. It's shiny only on because I'm going for a shiny because I know my DSV. Sometimes the waits can be very long, but you just have to deal with that. You can watch while you're waiting, but you have to pay attention to the timer to make sure you hit on the 6th beat of the timer. Starting up was pretty slow for me, so I think I got it a little bit wrong. I don't think I got it here because starting up was quite late, but let's see. That's not shiny. So let's do the same thing again. We catch this, check its stats. First ball. Nah, broke out. That's not cool. Second ball, will we catch it? No. Third ball. Third's it. 3 is the lucky number. No, it's a lie, people. Fifth ball, 1 shake. 2 shake. 3 shake. Hey, fifth ball. That's weird. None showed up. I guess if none showed up, just reset your pre-timer on Eon Timer to whatever it was before. 2,500 for a new 3DS and 3,200 for an old 3DS. So if this happens and none shows up, just soft reset, do clear on this, reset all this stuff. Just try again. You'll get it eventually, and when you do, it will be very epic. Because when you do, you save hours and upon hours of time that you might have spent soft resetting over and over, but now because of RNG manipulation, you've got it in a fraction of the time. I can prove this method works because I used to spend ages shiny hunting for a shiny Guzzlord. And when I found out about this method, I tried it instantly, and that's how I got this Guzzlord right here. That's right, this Guzzlord you're seeing on your screen right now, at a beautiful like 5 frames per second, is the shiny Guzzlord I got from RNG Manipulation. Put in the Ultra Rune. I even beat the game with it. For 6 IV, or just high IV Pokemon in general, first of all, go watch the last bits of the video if you haven't already. If you've just skipped to this point, it's really useful to go to the other bit of the video and watch that all the way through and come back here later. Because if you don't watch that, you won't understand it. Okay, now that you've done that, the only thing you need to do different is click over here. It says hashtag of perfect IVs. Instead of clicking shiny only, because we're not looking for a shiny right now, looking for high IVs, you can just change this. Let's go if there's only 6 IVs. There's 1 6 IV at 14 minutes with this frame, so you would just do the same steps as before, but for this instead. I hope you enjoyed that recording, and I hope it helps you find shiny Pokemon. Thanks for watching, happy hunting!